It's that time.
Hi, everybody.
Dude, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, me too, man.
I have not stopped working since I'm on like day 10 or 11 straight now, which is I'm not happy about.
You've been at it, man. Work's been kicking my butt too, but yeah,
Yep.
we're getting through it.
Yep. So I am happy to be hanging out, talking about plastic fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I was kind of like trying to get some stuff together, going through the normal stuff that I do, tagging some photos, looking at some new figures and stuff like that. Honestly, there's not like a ton. And the only reason I have anything is because we've had some pretty full episodes recently.
Yeah.
And so I've got a little bit of some backlog for us to talk about. But
I got some new hotness to talk about. And
I have one new hotness that came in like a couple hours ago.
No, you got two.
What's that?
You got two. I got one.
No, I don't have two because you're sitting on the other one.
I'll show it all for you. How about that?
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday to Sergeant Slaughter, by the way.
Oh, it is his birthday, isn't
it? Yeah. I saw it on Facebook.
I have distinct memories of watching him drunk, so drunk he could not stand up, walking through, being helped, should I say, by his handler through a hotel like lobby, and
in Augusta.
That was pretty funny. But
here's to many more staggering through lobbies for Sergeant Slaughter.
But I mean, the fact that he was able to show up and be super, professional and everything. Next morning,
the sunglasses and the Sarge hat just keeps it
doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully you guys saw our thumbnail. We have Mr. Jonny Nostalgia, Mr. Unboxed, Mr. Multiple Personalities, game show host guy himself. I don't know.
Let's run the intro and then get to that.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I think I wrote an introduction for John. But I don't know. I forgot that I did that. Hold on a second. Hold on. I think it was something like, he knows, he doesn't believe in birds. I don't know. It was dumb. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, it has been that kind of a week. So, let's get off to this. What say you?
Let's roll.
Intro time.
In a plastic world where legends collide, tiny heroes standing side by side, guardians of playtime in disguise, action figure alliance on the rise. Join the alliance, come take a stand, with the many armies ruling the land. Hail to the heroes, loaded with might, action figure alliance, unite tonight.
Oh my God.
I was searching
for the intro thing, and maybe that was a fever dream I had. I really don't know. In case you didn't hear from the intro or from our opening talk, I have been working nonstop, like 12, 13-hour days without a break for a good while, and I'm over it.
Sounds miserable.
It's old. Yeah.
Have you shared what your job is with the people?
I work in IT. And that's about as.
We were talking about software frustrations. So like,
yep. I am not a programmer.
You're so into it. When we have problems, you're like, oh God, it really was just turning off and on.
God, dude, I swear I wrote like a funny couple of sentences for an intro. Something about, I don't know, you don't believe in birds and you have multiple personalities. I think I dreamt it. I think I dreamt that. Yeah.
Maybe you're dreaming right now.
And you're working. Don't pinch me. Don't pinch me. I'm not working in this dream.
Sir, are you going to help me with this problem or not?
Oh God.
No. If I woke up around toys, I'd be pretty happy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait,
And I mean, I guess dreaming about doing an action figure podcast could be worse.
That's right.
Could be better
yeah.
because I'm not here with, attractive women, but I mean, I don't know. John's kind of
I
dreamy.
feel like there's probably something behind you.
He's a little dreamy, maybe. Yeah, not. I wonder what your closet looks like. Are you full of like plastic inappropriate figures?
No, there's only. I mean, there's just been a handful, just because it's. I mean, how can you not? They're too successful for the channel. It's crazy.
What's that?
No, I mean, most of my stuff is all. It's like there's Ninja Turtles crap and
Mhm.
all the same crap you see. I got like this. Eventually, I don't know if it's going to be this weekend, but I got a whole wave of these 2.5-inch boys.
Oh, that's
Nice.
fun.
Yeah.
That's
Love
fun.
'em.
They're so good. I actually have the Simpsons home and the Krusty Burger play place for those.
I am going to turn on the music. I forgot it. Man, I am. Nobody's driving here today. I am a passenger in this car, just watching the wheel spin around. So, anyway, we need to do a proper introduction for you.
Oh, okay. From
You
the top.
are a local to us,
Yeah.
and you have a very
Fellow NC Undergrounder.
Yep,
That's right.
it's true, and you have a very successful YouTube channel that just crossed 100,000 subscribers.
Dietary.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, 100,000 will make Trey cough like that every time.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
You call yourself Nostalgia Unboxed, but all your figures that you do videos on are brand new.
Yeah.
Lots of imports.
It's got some turtle stuff.
You do some
Yeah,
Dragon Ball
turtles.
Z and some
Right, I
turtles.
mean,
Dragon Ball.
All of that, most of it is nostalgic still.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
just made today instead of made in the 80s and 90s. I don't need vintage stuff because I already had it. That's what I love about NECA so much. Is they took what my childhood dreams were and turned them into real figures.
I am actually looking at your channel right now, and I think the algorithm has given you a bad rap with me, because all I think I end up seeing from your channel are like the inappropriate, well endowed.
Well, that is the algorithm, so it says more about you than it does me.
But if anybody else's Instagram was like ours and most of other people's, it's hot chicks and toys. Hot chicks and toys. That's what's on my Instagram.
Exactly. So I do enjoy your channel, and you have a very engaging sense of you're very affable. You have a good sense of humor, and you're kind of a little self-deprecating, which I think will win anybody over. Yeah, I like that, and good stuff.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be the first one to call myself an idiot. So
Yeah.
I call myself an idiot, and my wife calls me an idiot too. I almost said my wife calls myself an idiot. And perfect example. All right, little story time here. This has nothing to do
Story
with
time.
toys, but we're going to do a little story time. So again, I've been working stupid hours, and up until today, it had been a little bit since I showered. And I was going up today to go take a shower, and I got a whiff of myself, and I impressed myself. I was like, holy hell, I have to share this with my wife. And so I ran downstairs and tried to get her to smell. And man, she did some weird contortion thing in her chair, like
Ran
somehow
away.
still sitting in her chair, but managed to lean so far. Like I think she had her head under her chair hiding from me. And I don't know how she did it, but nonetheless, I didn't get to share it with her. I was very impressed. I would have liked to have bottled that and saved that for later.
So you're that one friend in the group. It's like, look at this booger I picked. It's huge.
I don't know, man. I was.
Mommy, look.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think my dogs are impressed when they fart. And it's like, wow, that's bad. And I feel like this was a similar scenario where I was impressed by just how bad I smelled.
Classic male dog brain.
Yeah, exactly. Me and my dogs. Yep. That's
You
we're
both
a little
fart,
too
you're
close.
like,
Was that you?
So yeah, that's me being an idiot. Perfect example. And then she didn't realize that the whole reason that I came downstairs was to let her smell me. And she was like, "Are you serious? You were supposed to be taking a shower and you came all the way down here just to let me smell you." And I was like, "Well, you didn't do it either, so it was all a waste."
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the guest. Jonathan, tell us about you. How did you get into toys? Tell us your origin story for the
origin
toys.
stories.
Boy.
All right,
well,
we're gonna switch over here real quick. Hold on. And go.
oh boy.
Big
Send-
John.
So I've shared this story a couple times. This is I got to find a way to like make the condensed version because I like to ramble a lot.
Hey
But-
man, we're here for rambling.
That's all right. Alan doesn't talk all week, and then he talks all that he wants to talk.
I just did a stupid story about how bad I smelled. So have at it, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So today's actually my 3-year anniversary of publishing my first video, which I forgot about.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me on my anniversary. So 3 years ago was my first video on August 27th, but it was like maybe August 1st. I picked up the live action NECA Raphael Michelangelo while I was at GalaxyCon, which you guys are familiar with.
Yep.
And I was like super impressed with these things. Started watching a bunch of videos. A lot of it was Mad Hatter, believe it or not. And I was just like really into what NECA was doing. I like, oh my god, they did an alien stuff, and then I was like kind of going hard into trying to get the things that I was really into. And I was like, well, I was doing a space and science channel for like 2.5 years. It wasn't really going anywhere, and I was getting burnt out. So I had stopped for a couple months, had those figures going through August. I'm like trying to find some other stuff, and then I was like, well, you know what, maybe this would be a good place to play, because I know that I have what I think is needed and it takes to be on YouTube as a personality, and like the editing. I just had 2.5 years of trying something else, so let me do this. And I was like, maybe it'll be fun, and maybe maybe it'll be just good enough that like I can just pay for the NECA toys that I want, and I'll only be NECA figures. I'm not going to go crazy and just do everything. So I called the channel NECA Unbox, which was it was a nice try, buddy. You know, you're going to try one brand, but I think within probably 30 to 45 days, I was like, oh, this isn't going to work, because I am interested in other things. Plus, I was like, immediately after naming it, I was hesitant about naming the channel after a company.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to the group of friends on Twitter in the Collectors Helping Collectors group. And I was like, hey, you don't want to change the name? And they a bunch of people were spitting out ideas, and everybody for some reason stuck to the initials N and U. And then so they're all just throwing in different ideas, and Nostalgia Unboxed was kind of the one that everybody liked the most. So it was like a collective choice, not my choice. Not saying that it was a bad thing, but I liked the collective choice. So it was a community driven chain, which was good. And then, God, the first 2 videos I did were more about like, you know, NECA's got the what was it? The Fall Geek Out was happening. And I had read up that Haulathon was a nightmare, like it's just several months prior. So I was like, all right, well, if it's going to be an online thing, let me apply the stuff I learned when I was trying to buy a PS5 through Target. And it's like, use the app, make sure you're logged in, make sure you have your card already uploaded. And like the app is going to be the best way to buy it. And if it's like PlayStation, they'll restock them like every 10 minutes or something. So it's always worth trying again. So it was first video was about that. Second video was, I think, just the stuff that I picked up and how I went around and like kind of talked to people at the stores and got them to help me get the products out of the back. Mm-hmm. And then I started with the reviews. I think the very first review was a RoboCop. but that was all like in a light box that was like not that big.
Right.
So I had to put the camera in and then kind of work around the camera and just do it like this. And I never really felt like that was the right method, or the like, as soon as I was off camera, the personality went away, and I was more like just kind of talking while I'm looking at the thing versus like trying to be entertaining.
Right.
So I was like, I know I need 2 cameras. How is this going to work? Then eventually came across like, well, if I could have one overhead, I could get like a mount. So I found a mount and a second camera, blah, blah, blah. I'm just now realizing that my long story is really long because I also am not talking about how I got into collecting anymore. But
Well,
they
how
do,
you got into YouTube, but yeah.
they fully come in hand. So like,
Right.
I started buying stuff, did the channel, and then the channel forced me to buy more stuff.
Buy more stuff.
faster.
Yeah.
Which was fine. Now I'm hurting because my collection is grown substantially because I need the content. Then stores want to send me stuff. Then there's stuff I just want to talk about, and I have to talk about because I have to have content. So then it's like I'm buying stuff I really want, plus I'm buying stuff that might be interesting, plus I'm given things that might be good, and it's just like, so it's too much. But I've always had that collector thing in me. But prior to 3 years ago, I wasn't buying stuff. It was in me. I was a car guy, so I was like buying parts for my car and like dumping money into the car and stuff. When I was in Japan, I was buying a bunch of tiny little things from stores or from like the coin machines and just like collecting stuff like that. So there have been moments through my life as an adult that I've found interest in, like, oh, it'd be nice to get more. Oh, I didn't know that thing existed, and I want that thing. And then life kind of gets in the way, and it's like, well, you can't really buy all that stuff because you got to do college or whatever. And yeah, I guess that's a long story long.
That's all right. That's all right.
That's all good, man. Yeah.
You know, I've told my wife that, you know, I have to buy this figure. It's for the channel. She doesn't believe me, but I keep sticking to that story.
Good story. You just got to remember to put it on the channel.
Yeah, exactly.
I get the, what else did you buy?
Yeah. Well, that's telling me about what's the thing you're not telling me about.
Yeah. Well, it's the thing is like, that's NC Underground helps with that, is I've sold these things to get the new things. So
Yeah, there you go.
you know,
There's a slight imbalance, but at least you're trying to keep the weights balanced.
He doesn't advertise the imbalance, though. It's all about, oh, I made a ton of money that I then turned around and spent right away.
pretty much, yeah. Right now I'm selling the Star Wars Army. Not all of it. I kept some. But the Star Wars Black Series Army was on the rack at the last swap in Greensboro, which show some of the things I got from that swap. So it was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been sitting in a box long enough that it's time to let some of that stuff go. And my army's G.I. Joe now, so which is crazy.
Dang, from one army to another.
Yeah.
You got multiple G.I. Joe armies, though, at this point. You've got your 3 3/3 and your 1/12 scale.
I'm not truly army building 3 3/4. I have several of certain Cobra Troopers, but I'm not like truly army building that.
You'll get there. I have no doubt.
I gotta understand the mind of an army builder when space is already a challenge for collectors. So
Yeah.
what's going on there? How does
Space is the enemy of all collectors, and I have gotten to the point where I have 75 Cobra Troopers, and I won't buy another one.
Okay.
So it's that stopped, and there may be a time where some of the
you would think you would get to that point well before 75, but you know, I guess that is, and I think that's what John is asking about is
it's too damn cool to look over.
How do you get to 75 and say, oh no, this is a good stopping point, not like 10.
Well, right. Like 10 even to me is like 10 of one dude, or similar dudes. Like that's 8 other guys from something else I could fit into that space.
If you want to see, I got the camera. We'll show it. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I just enjoy it. I like to lay out the battlefield with all the different figures and different configurations in it. It makes me happy.
Yeah. Well, good. I mean, that is the correct answer.
That's the answer to everything. Do what makes you happy, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I don't know if people do. They're too afraid.
Right.
Yeah, Magna's calling out that he does 3 to 4 man squads,
Yeah.
and that's about where I am. I think of one fig, and you're solely to blame for this, Trey. The most I think I have of any one figure is like 5 or 6, and it was I think it was one of the Praetorians
Right.
from Action Force.
Because they just look cool as a group, man.
Yeah, they do. They do.
The Cobra Trooper, I will say, and the Cobra Trooper variants, the Officer, the Cobra Island one, that includes all of those. So, and the ones I've customized, like there's full 2 squads of customized special forces with Gridiron Studio stuff, and they're amazing. They're awesome. They're fun to put together. I love to just make a custom figure.
Yeah.
This is my Cobra Rattler air traffic controller. And that is just a plain straight out kit bash Valkyrie with a the 4-wheeler chick that dropped, kit bashed completely. Some painted
Well, that's a good
commas,
idea.
some painted commas with the blade snipped off, and that's all that is. So I will actually sit here and customize figures. My Valaverse customs, the shelf is full, 3 shelves of Valaverse, and I would say that 65% of them are customs.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's fun too, because you're becoming more, well, different from the way I do it, but you're a little more intimate with your figure. It's a personal thing, and there's like a deep connection with it, and that's how I feel like when I review something. I am often fine. Like people have said, well, if you had to get rid of everything and you could only keep like one thing, what would it be? And it's the 90 Ninja Turtles from NECA, because that's how it started. That's what brings me the most joy every single time I look at it, because they're screen accurate to like an incredible level. But when I review something, I spend so many hours not only with it in the moment, doing all the B-roll, that's like a couple hours by itself. Then I'm editing for several hours. So by the time I'm done with it, I have been like closer to that figure than most people probably are.
That was going to be my next question: is how much time do you spend on editing?
It's disgusting, especially if I really enjoy the video, or I think that like, no, let me just push this a little further with edits or something extra. Especially if I'm trying to do a little more sound design, which is what is my new obsession lately, and like adding in more stuff under the video, more effects, and not just like over the like obvious effects, but just things that kind of feel like transitions and stuff like that. So that'll be hopefully something I don't lose, because I think it's adding a lot to it. But the editing alone, it just depends. I guess like I'm in a phase right now of content creation where like if I really love the figure and I have all the stuff and I really want this to be a good video, I will spend half of my day. If like it's a normal work day, I'll spend half the day at least editing, and that is maybe after I just like put all the pieces together. So say if today I sat down, recorded a thing, got my 2 clips, put it into the editor, and I chop everything up and know where I want the camera to be, what I want to cut out. So that doesn't take too long. But when I have all the extra stuff, and now I got to add in the music and sound and the transitions and camera, like zooms and stuff, like digitally, then that's a half a day's work easily.
So do you have a day job, or this is your job?
This is my job now.
Awesome.
Now, when did that happen?
So the first year, so August 3 years ago is when I started the channel. That March, I lost my job, but I knew it was coming. So I had money saved. The whole department, the whole like web department from the company was gone. So now they're just like a marketing company. And I was like, well, I'm going to get myself to the end of the year. Channel's doing way better than I expected. I think there is potential, but at that time, the channel's not like, I'm like getting $20 or something. So it's like, it's not doing anything, but it's growing at a good rate. And I had just started doing all my like tiny print work, like NECA accessory things. At the time, it was all just like, I think I had maybe just launched the other version of the little baby turtle boxes that I had, and that was doing well. And I was like, oh wow, this is like, people are like really want this kind of stuff, and I'm playing in a space that other people aren't. So I was like, I'm gonna give myself to the end of the year, and with selling my print work and the channel, I was able to like just kind of each month like dip into my savings. So it was like, it was going down. It just wasn't like a, whoa man, I need a job. And so there was like a little bit of balance, but like each month it's just kind of this wave that's slowly going down. And then by the start of the year, it was doing well enough. And that March, I think I just released my April apartment insert for the NECA Street scene. And that was like a huge thing. And I had all this other stuff in the store. So if it wasn't for the print work, then there was no way this channel was going to be it. But they also had to work together. I was only successful with the print work because of the channel, and vice versa.
So when was the first con you actually set up and sold stuff?
Well, I was doing and it had nothing to do with action figures at that time, but it would have been 2019. I did GalaxyCon, and then
because that's actually where I met you for the first time, was at a GalaxyCon, second floor.
Yeah,
upstairs artist gallery.
Yeah, so probably
and,
2023
maybe. Yeah,
for that one.
Same for me, actually. I think that's where I first ran into you.
Yeah, it would have been upstairs, and GalaxyCon sucks as Artist Alley now with it being upstairs, and like everybody's on the same page with this. And apparently this last year, because I wasn't there, I was at San Diego. It was like really bad. It was like super hot, and then it was just not good for artists. But and then they had some people in a hotel across the street with like no signage.
Oh wow, I was not aware of that.
Yeah, it's awful. So that was I think it had to be 2019 was my first one, GalaxyCon, because I went to SuperCon in 2018 and was like, you know what, I'm just gonna work my butt off for the next year and try to have a booth at GalaxyCon next year. So I'm gonna buy the table as soon as I can and just be there whether I'm ready or not. And it was way more successful than I thought. So then I just wanted to keep doing it. And then COVID happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good thing for some people in the COVID world. They got in before it or during it and the early parts of it and really put that time into YouTube. Yeah. And now, us post-COVID people that are still trying to grow. But there's a lot of people that want to do YouTube. It's time consuming. And editing is a lot. Coming up with new ideas is a lot. Finding out the tricks, and it takes time. And we're coming up on our 1 year, and we're having a great time doing this. And it's just, I'm trying to do stuff on my personal too, and that's just time consuming. I never get time to mess with that. So
it really is. Do you guys have families?
Yes.
Kids?
I have an 18-year-old. So she doesn't want to hang out with dad right now, but she started college, and I see her a couple times a week. So
okay, yeah. I forgot. I've met her at GalaxyCon.
Yeah.
But Alan, nothing.
Married, fur babies.
Yeah.
Okay,
got those too.
Because I have my girlfriend. We have cats, but I got lucky in the sense that like work from home with the channel makes life a lot easier. And I'm not going to say that there were times that I'm working from home, that I'm doing channel stuff instead, but maybe I did. Okay. I think anybody that really works from home has just realized that the balance of not doing your job.
That extra long lunch hour.
Yeah. It's
you go upstairs to the toy room and hang out. Yeah. Oh, I know.
So certainly in a lucky situation as far as that goes. Prior to that, when I was doing the other channel, or even before that, I would just try to be creative and make random videos like 2017, 2018. Nothing based around either of those other channels. But it's like finding that balance is really, really tough. And if you have kids, then I don't know how people do it at all. Like Jay from Geek Dad Life, like he's got 2 boys, and
Yeah.
it's just like he's
I was,
always.
I was at Toyland and he was there with his son having a good time, and
Yeah.
that was he spends time with him and mixes the 2 things. So
Yes, yeah, but he wouldn't be able to sit down and create a video like I do.
no.
He has in the past, but it takes so much time. It's like 2 days for him to put a video together, and he's like, I just can't do it anymore.
The video you and he did at IshCon time, where you were just trying to figure out how to end the video, was great. Just so
you.
done.
I think I made a guest appearance in that video.
I think so.
You did. You did actually.
I know. Well, I had 2 cuts, and I can't remember which one you were in, because I have the kind of reasonably length version, and then I did what I called the Snyder cut, which was like 2 hours long or something.
Wow.
Well, I remember there was one video I saw of yours where it was like, "Hey, that's my shoe,"
Yeah.
and I thought it was that one, but yeah, I don't know. If I might have shown up. Yeah, I might have seen myself in the longer one, because I think I actually went back and I watched that. And you always got to like scan through for yourself a little bit. It's like, wait. Yeah, okay. Is that? Oh, hey,
I'm
look,
always I always looking at toy swap videos people do, but like, where am I at? I'm in there, or what? I was at Joe Fest. Or am I in this Joe Fest video?
Oh yeah,
There I
he's
am.
definitely sent me on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
Dude, we're at blah 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 time
Toy
stamp.
Federation.
Check it out.
Yeah.
It's like the back of my head walking down a hall.
So
That's fun.
I know one thing you are a connoisseur of, and that is the YouTube thumbnail. Tell us how you became a YouTube thumbnail connoisseur, and any tips for small creators on YouTube thumbnails.
Oh man. So I guess it's been like a year and a half, 2 years now, maybe. I did this live stream, and I went through like 20 different channels. They submitted, and I was like, I'm going to do a live and give you the feedback that I write down, and we'll go over it together. So people that are like super into it, I highly recommend that live. I may have made it, because I went through and like pulled all my lives from this channel, put things on the other channel. I got to make sure that it's still public, but that there's a lot of different types of channels, so there's a lot of good feedback in there. But generally with the thumbnails, it's just, I know that it's super important. I know that titles are super important. They have to work together. It has to work even more so than what I'm applying, but it's hard. Excuse me. Like thinking about the thumbnail and the title should happen before I even start recording the video, which is a real problem. Very, very hard to do that. But it's an obsession. It's an artist's brain. It's a graphic designer's brain, and knowing that is so impactful when somebody sees it. It's like, I'm gonna watch all these other videos online that's like tips and tricks, and I'm just gonna study. I'm gonna look at other channels that are not toy channels. I'm gonna look at tech review channels. I'm gonna look at like whatever and see what it is about their stuff that's so successful. There's a certain challenge where like, well, they have 5 million subscribers, so they could put anything out. They could put any stupid thumbnail out. It's going to be fine. So you have to like forget about what they're doing. Maybe look at their old stuff if you can, but maybe they got changed. So find these kind of like somewhere between channels, and then just focus on what is working. Just make clickbait, Jonathan. It takes less brain power. That's another reason why the ladies work.
That's first comment I think I've seen from this person. So welcome, thank you.
Well, Abasai he's a phenomenal son of a bitch. He does a lot of great 3D print stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised you don't know this name. I don't have anything that I can get to. Oh, so sorry, Abasai. Oh, but he you may have seen, he does famously the door for the NECA street scene that actually opens.
Okay.
I follow him on Instagram, so yeah, I have seen him before.
Yeah.
So
His Instagram used to be his photography, and I've been telling him, well, if you're gonna you can't just do stories only to promote your stuff. Anyway, this isn't about him.
Hey, you're the one that made it.
One incredible thing. He's in my opinion, like, people say that I kind of brought life back into the NECA street scene with all the windows and all the other things I was doing, but he was also a part of that with the big billboard things I was doing. So he's the 3D printer for that. but he's doing so much on his own that I think he has now stepped in and said, like, I am now bringing new life to the street scene. And he's got a bunch of ideas that he hasn't even released yet, like risers and I forget what the thing is called, but it's like a cornice. Is that what it is? That doesn't sound
See,
right.
I love this. You're talking him up. You're you know.
I know he's good, and
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
yeah. But we had talked, and it's my idea, so I'm pretty sure I get 30% of his from this. But taking two things of the NECA street scene and making it a corner piece, a cornice. It's got to be what it's called. But he designed a thing. He just hasn't offered it yet. But you would, for like photographers.
What up, Bobby?
Hey, what's going on? Good to see you.
Bobby, yeah, no fellow undergrounder in the house,
That's right.
as most people.
His channel a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I was watching that when you were on Figure Fight Club. Yeah,
Yeah, good
So he
dude.
says cornice is correct. I'm like, I think you were thinking of corset, but you know,
Yeah, I about the girls. But the thumbnails, it's an ever evolving thing. At the end of the day, I still don't think what I'm doing is the right thing for my channel, and I'm always against the wall. I fight myself whether I need to put like my face back in it because my face is in the videos and like there's a relationship that's just different. That I think people, it might be a good thing. I don't know.
do
Well,
you
yeah, and
think?
then you hear information about like people doing studies on Mr. Beast thumbnails, and it's like if he's smiling or if he's showing teeth, it gets this much more, or you know, like just weird statistics like that. And I mean, that's hardcore data mining. And
Yeah.
you know, yeah, Trey and I have gone back and forth over, oh, I think it needs to have this, or you know, try to look at it small and things like that. And,
Yeah.
and it's like a weird science, you know. And,
Yeah, I'll say keep it simple is one of the most important
Yeah.
things. And you definitely need to edit the photo. So even if you're just like, you know what, I will keep it simple. I'm just going to take a photo of the thing, but it's going to be a good photo. You still need to edit the thing to make sure it pops.
yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of thumbnails that people just like start jam packing everything in there. Like you should have 2 to 3 words max if you're going to use words. Like you don't even necessarily need words. Just keep it clear, concise, allow people to scan it with like fractions of a second, because that's what's going to happen. And if they have to like see all this stuff happening, their brain's just too like, what's the next thing?
If you have to read more than a sentence, then
Yeah.
people are just gonna. We've been doing that with marketing, with work, and sales. Like, how do you grab someone's attention? And that's been a big thing. But Alan, you talked about Mr. Beast, and I gotta say this. My nephew Asher is now a junior producer with Mr. Beast.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean he went to ECU, he graduated, and now he started working for him. If you've ever watched the Beast games, the guys with the Squid Games mask, he was one of those. But he does everything. And now he's become a junior producer, so he helps production with Mr. Beast stuff.
Dang.
It's pretty cool, man. He's
Good
loving
job
it.
to have.
Yeah, he's loving it.
I've never actually watched any of his videos. I'm definitely down rabbit holes on YouTube of, you know, weird action figures and, you know, tech stuff that I'm working on and things like that.
With a teenager, Mr. Beast was something that I was shown early on, and so and with him working there, it's like, hey, I'm gonna watch this stuff.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. That's pretty cool. So, John, back to you. What has been your most surprising, in a good way, figure that you've reviewed or just went and picked up? Like, what's one in recent memory, anyway, that you're kind of like, yeah, you know, feel good about, or we're very surprised with, or whatever?
This one. I think the name of the video is even like, this is the best action figure I own or something. And this is from a 1984 Miyazaki film called Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. If you guys haven't seen, I don't know. You guys are G.I. Joe boys, so you probably don't like
Studio
Animal.
Ghibli, right?
Yeah. So this is a horse claw, and it only makes some minor appearances in the anime, but this is done in an art style that is just like way more paint and stuff going on than what the manga or the movie had. But it's Kyoto. So if you guys know, like Rebel Tech, same company. This is just an absolutely stunning piece of artwork, and that's why I love it so much. So this is
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I think Trey's going to run out and get that.
I highly recommend it. They make a couple of versions. There's this one, and then there's one with armor in silver or gold.
Ooh, okay.
I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. Is it Toucan Sam from?
It's like Toucan with oh shit, what are they called from Final Fantasy?
Chocobo?
Chocobos,
Yeah, Chocobo. Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking it was when he first showed it.
Okay.
But so you just, is it the interpretation? Is it the, like, what wins you over, I guess, the most about figures like that?
Well, I knew that I liked the design because I love that movie. It's my favorite Miyazaki film. It's taking it out of the box and seeing the level of paint and detail like that already. I was like, oh wow, this is way nicer than I thought. And then when I started getting into articulation, like the entire, like the neck can almost turn all the way around to like bite his own butt. Like there's toe articulation, claw articulation. Like it's over the top engineering and something that should just be something somebody rides for a couple seconds. you know? So yeah, just overall design and engineering of the articulation stuff.
That's cool. That's cool.
Nice.
Sometimes it's just a matter of the art side of things. So I collect a lot of Dragon Ball stuff. None of it has really been like I'll get impressed at that level of like, oh, I'm in this range of like $35 to $80 action figures or something, and it's like, well, this one articulates really well, it looks just like the show or whatever, and those are great in this level of animated toys. Or like if we talk about Marvel Legends or GI Joes or like NECA, there's this, they all kind of bunch into the same realm. But then there are things like that. There are things that Mondo will do, especially with the new live action Turtles they're going to do. There's this where they just break through the ceiling of where all these other figures are, and they become these kind of their own places of incredible figures, which makes it tough when I'm thinking about, like, oh, I'll do the top 10 figures of the year or something. There's always an outlier like that thing that I'm like, it's almost not allowed because I don't consider it as the rest of these figures. It's broken out and it's in this hyper realm of like, these are the best things I've owned in all time.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't consider them these.
So I know you love NECA Toon Turtles. Are you 1990 movie turtle obsessed as well, like I am?
Yeah, that's what got me locked in.
Okay.
So that's what I was saying. If I got rid of everything, all the Toon stuff, everything, the Toon stuff,
movies,
a long time to get into. By the way, the Toon stuff, I reviewed the 4-pack of the In Disguise, and then sold them. I was like, just don't really. But then I just like kind of kept reviewing some cartoon stuff, and I was like, oh, well, maybe. So I do prefer the movie stuff. I wish that that franchise of stuff could be bigger, but it's just like we did it.
It's all been done, yeah.
Sergeant or whatever, or captain, like there's nobody else to make.
So, what about The Last Ronin? Are you into that?
Yeah. I'm not
read it.
Die Hard, but I have a bunch of stuff from it. Yeah.
Have you read it all?
Not the Lost Years.
Okay, it's good.
I know. I believe it.
It's good.
And Ben Bishop's art is a talented boy.
Man.
So do you think, you mentioned Mondo doing Turtles, and Mezco actually, I think at
Those
SDCC
are
also, unveiled some movie style Turtles. What is going to set these figures apart from each other? Like, who do you think is going to win the turtle race, the turtle wars?
I mean, I saw the Mezco stuff at San Diego, and I think a lot of people were like, oh, the heads are too big. Maybe. because I just saw the anniversary movie, and I'm like, oh, those heads are kind of big. But
Did you catch it in theaters or did you? I
Yeah,
watch it all the time.
all
so-
theaters, yeah, for sure.
nice.
Went with some friends. It was great. And
Batman
for-
89's out right now in AMC, like tonight or
Oh,
tomorrow.
nice. But seeing the original turtles, turtles
Turtles.
in,
I like turts.
yeah, in 4K was like that was life changing. That size in 4K, you see details you never saw before. The suits are more obviously suits as well.
Oh, yeah.
But in the war, what sets everybody up? So NECA crushed it. I think NECA, when it comes to Jim Henson stuff, nobody is going to beat them. They look truly one-to-one, perfectly Jim Henson accurate. Dinosaurs, same way. What they're doing with the Muppets now. The Mezco stuff will win with articulation and some of the accessories, but at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are thinking the same way I am. It's like those are cool, even if the heads are the right size. I already have the NECA ones.
Yeah.
There's nothing about the Mezco that's making me go, oh man. The accessories are cool. They have like spinning stuff with Raphael's size and like different effects. But I'm like, yeah, the NECA just did it. They did it right. What's going to win for Mondo? I mean, what sets Mondo apart is that they are 1/6 scale. So it's not going to be for everybody. It's going to be super expensive. But
Right.
looking at the prototype of what they had, it was just white or gray. That thing looks so accurate. There's so much texture and detail. Brandon Gash is the sculptor. And it's a continuation line. So they are making turtles that are what would happen after the 90s movies. Where would they be? How does Shredder come back into it? How do we introduce Krang and Metalhead? And so that Donatello is standing there, and he's got all this he's got like a fanny pack around him. He's got all kinds of tech, and he's like learning to do the techie stuff that Donatello is known for. And the little mousers with like RC car parts attached to it. There's a Metalhead head on the ground, and it's like kind of bashed in, and you can see the insides of it. So it's like hyper details at a scale that you've never seen, and it's truly taking what we loved about everything in the 90s movies and continuing that with stories. It's all approved stories with Viacom and Nickelodeon and stuff. So I think these are truly going to be, and we saw the Leonardo and the Shredder that come with soft goods.
Mhm.
But I think that's going to be the line that's just all of us old turtle nerds are going to be like, oh my God. Like you'll sell 75 G.I. Joes that try to turn around and pay for one of these things because I think it'll be that impressive.
Nice. Yeah, the Mezco, the realistic or the modern realistic turtles, what Mezco did.
Yeah.
People went crazy for those. And,
The IDW, they were kind of
IDW, whatever. Those are amazing. The Casey Jones was great. I'm looking forward to the Shredder. Hopefully they fix some of the issues everybody talked about. But like, yeah, I have 4 DTOF spots for different sets of turtles. Super 7 is my tune. And then I have a Turtles, I have a Foot Clan, and then I have the Last Ronin and Mezco. So I'm about to add something to it, though. So,
Tony had brought up, and I think Trey had brought up the comment
Yeah, here.
talking about the TMNT figs that were on 5K. I think they were like named after like seasons. There was like spring and
Summer, yeah.
summer
I have-
and stuff.
I have
Did
the
you review
Donatello
those? Did you
one.
check those out?
Yeah, I think they call themselves Rage Toys now, but it was called one thing when they did the Leonardo, which was spring, I think. And then I had reviewed the Donatello and Splinter figures on the channel. I pre-ordered the Bebop because the Bebop's like 6.5 inches tall. So I was like, well, even if I don't continue with these guys, I'm gonna put him elsewhere because he's so big.
Yeah.
Those things are awesome. And each time, I mean, it takes them like a year to release a figure, which sucks.
Right.
Because that Raphael is gonna like each time they make one, it has more articulation and cooler things.
Mhm.
So like now the Leonardo's a little outdated, the Donatello's a little outdated because the Mikey's really good, and then they'll all be outdated because of the Raphael. But
Yeah.
they're slow is the problem.
Yeah, they are not getting them out on in the seasons that you were hoping for.
He said there's a different set from them, but
So 5K Toys is a store.
Yeah.
They have those turtles, 1/12 scale. It's gotta be. It's not the. Actually, it might be the Ling Jun or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Look more like 90s, but also different. They're like super big, bulky dudes. I think they're pretty big. I think they're like 6.5 inches tall.
Yeah. I don't think those.
Another one.
Haven't seen anybody have those in hand yet.
No, and then there's
Definitely
Heat Boy,
pre-orders.
the company that does Heat Boys. They have the big mechs.
Yeah.
They are also doing 1/12 or 6-inch scale versions, and those look more like the movie Brothers, but are also different. And like Donatello's got like tech and stuff, so it's very confusing right now with the Ling Jun or whatever and the Heat Boys, because we're not seeing enough information from the Heat Boys people yet. But
Yeah. I don't think I've seen any of that yet. That was news to me.
They were at. Oh God, what is that festival? They do it in China and
Wonderfest.
Wonderfest. Yeah, they were there like last year or the year before, and they had them set up as like prototypes. So you had like these two companies come out at the same time. It's like, oh God, I can't keep up. And how big? And wait, who's the what's it?
So many turtles. It is a war.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of turtles to choose from, and you could just be a turtles collector. And
Oh, it's crazy. So I work with Calcus, who does a lot of high Godzilla toys. That was like their biggest thing for a long time. But now they have Joy Toy for like the Warhammer and the Joy Toy Ninja Turtles. So they send me all the turtles, and that is one of the fastest growing, most excellent lines of Ninja Turtles that I've ever seen. It is.
I don't understand how prolific Joy Toy is. Like, how are they doing it? You know,
Yeah.
They're putting out so much stuff. I didn't realize. I've only recently gone down the path of getting like the Warhammer 40K.
Yeah.
I'm specifically just doing like the big Primarchs. And man, the other day I just went through on BBTS and was looking at some Joy Toy stuff, and just the Warhammer things. It's like page after page after page after page. Yeah. And yet they're doing, they've got other IPs. They've got, so much stuff that they're putting out. I don't get it. Like, wow. It's
and they also have like King of Fighters.
Mm-hmm. I saw the Foot Clan Joy Toy figure at the swap, and I was like, this looks cool. I can't buy it because then I'm going to have the rest of them.
Yeah.
Danger. Yes, danger.
That one caused.
Put that down.
I can understand those; they're cool. But if you see the who are my favorites? If you see Bebop, if you see the Triceratons, if you see like Toka or Slash, Dirtbag is one I just reviewed. Those are some of the greatest things. Well, and some of them are so big that they fit in with 112. Like the Triceratons are massive. Mm-hmm. The Krang is phenomenal. And then they use like metal joints in the hips and stuff. It's crazy.
I'll have to check those out, man.
Yeah, I love their stuff. That is a line that if you buy a couple, you will easily feel like you have to own them all because they are that good. And the articulation's great.
Yeah, they seem to be nailing it at that scale, which is impressive too. I mean, personally, I'm trying to focus on 1/12 scale, but like, some of the stuff that I get in, people call it like 1/10 scale or something like that. And as long as it's a monster, it can fit in.
But you get something like this from Joy Toy, and you're like, man, that's just cool. So,
Yeah.
Well, then my current favorite.
Yeah, I got those guys sitting right behind me. I need to record those guys. But
I'm looking forward to that. I told Trey, well, I've done some stupid attempts at accents over the last couple of episodes where I got them in, and I was just like, you can hear these figures talk.
Yes.
There's so much personality associated with the design, the look, and it's just like that makes fall in love with things. Like there's so much about the hobby that can pull you in. That's one of those weird, unexpected things where it's just like personality in plastic.
Oh, so big time.
We have a question from Evil Dookie for Jonathan. What's your favorite toy store in North Carolina?
Oh, well, I only go to one. I feel like it would be rude to not say John's store in
Hero Source,
Hero Source, but I'm trying to think of the town name now.
Sanford.
Sanford, yes. Sanford is such a sad place. It's good for pizza, by the way.
But they have 2 toy stores. They have Rogue Toys as well. So
That's true. That's right. I forgot about Rogue. But I never go down there. So it's like I've been to John's store like maybe 2 times.
every time I go to John's store, there's something cool.
Yeah.
He's upgraded. He's done something new, and I haven't been in a while, and I need to go.
Well,
I
my
need to
buddy,
get back out there.
he does plays down there during the holidays, so I'm sure I'll be down there. But the pizza place that's next to the theater is fantastic. But then we'll hit up John's if we can. Anyway, it has to
go there
go
this
back
weekend.
at the end of the day because it's the only one I go to because I just
Right.
don't leave my little space.
So that's like really close to where you live, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
because I'll go to that Target and then I'm like, I'm going to stop in Crowmag.
Nice.
I just
It's
pick
always fun to go to Crowmag.
Yeah, I got 3. I mean, they're not GI Joes, so like you guys care.
I'm a GI Joe nut.
He's the GI Joe nut.
This
I watched Dragon Ball growing up, so I like
Okay.
Dragon Ball.
So these things retail for $35, and when they're harder to find because they'll just like do cycles and you can't get them, they'll just go up in price. Like these are figures that just don't really stay at their value. But I got this for $25, so $10 off, and this one for $30 for $5 off. And then the best deal was this Chun-Li
Nice.
that I got for $45.
Nice.
And depending where you are, she can be like over $100.
Oh, wow.
But I was just like, did these just not do well at Crowmag or
So
something?
speaking of Chun-Li, did you go down the Jada Street Fighter rabbit hole?
Yeah, I got actually a handful of I got Ken Ryu, Chun-Li, Cammy, Guile, and something else.
I got Vega last week. That was a good one.
Oh, Vega's a good looking one.
So I got another question for you, John. How much of your collecting action figures, how much do you collect for what you think is going to be good for the channel versus what you want personally?
Oh, well, the good thing is most of the stuff that I like, I'll just review it even if I don't think the channel's going to do well with it.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh man, well that sucks. But yeah, it's a good question. I get a lot of people. I'll get a lot of requests on things, and I'm just like, it doesn't appeal to me. I just can't. I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. Even if there was like a whole phase where like kids were asking for Sonic 3 figures. They wanted them so bad, but I look at them at Target, and I'm like, I just don't care. Honest opinion, I don't care. So it's hard for me to like sit down and just go, okay, remember this is $10 or something, and just look at it from that perspective. I have to just have interest in it at the end of the day, in some form or fashion. There's probably like, I would be surprised if 10% of the channel had stuff reviewed just because I thought the channel would do well with it versus like that
Okay.
I have an interest in.
Okay.
Tony's got a question. What are your thoughts on Operation Monster Force and Fresh Monkey Fiction / Big Bad Workshop?
I have no experience with either of them, so I don't know. I mean, if you show me their stuff again, I'd be like, oh yeah. But
Yeah.
I just, unfortunately. People love their
Nice.
Monster High though. And if it's not the person, like the collector, it's the significant other. I've found there's like a huge audience for those things. It's crazy.
I've actually tried to get my wife, like maybe the gateway drug sort of a thing. She's a fan of Wednesday, and they've got they've got her, and she's like, nope, too girly, don't like it.
Yeah,
So I
Okay.
did buy Monster High figures for my daughter. She played with them as a kid,
yeah.
and they're somewhere in her closet probably. But yeah, she loved Monster High growing up, but she's 18. She has no care for them now. So.
Yeah, now it's college high. They need, and that's a different kind of high.
It's a way different kind of high.
We my girlfriend loves the Make It Mini brand stuff. Like you get to build make like a little cake or whatever. So she'll buy those the mini brand stuff.
You like an actual cake?
Well, they're like they're so the mini brands. It's like one of the main aisles of Targets. It's kind of sandwiched in between the dolls and stuff. But you'll see them on end caps or like in little balls.
I got my wife those little mini houses, like you can set up a garden, like a greenhouse, and she built those, and she's got 3 or 4 of them in the other room. But
Nice.
she enjoyed doing those. She was trying to figure out what kind of hobby she could get into because I'm always in here doing this, and I was like, well, why don't you try this? And then it ended up her being, hey, can you come help me with this? I'm like, no, you got to do it.
Yeah, she's bought a couple like those little book nook things that like you have to like build and then slide into the books.
Exactly.
So she's got a couple of those, but I don't know. I'm surprised you don't know these Make It Mini brand stuff.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Because
I don't get out. I work from home, and I don't go to Target and Walmart, and so yeah, it's weird.
I've got some of those for like just try to get 1/12 scale like food items.
Yeah.
And they don't really scale perfectly. It's not like you're using the stuff from this guy.
Yes.
Those are amazing.
Those are.
And I watched your video on that as well. Those are really cool.
There's the there was a collab thing with KFC with one of these.
Wow.
You could get like different foods and bowls. Now these are a little bit big, but these brands, there's some of them. There was like the home collection, and there's tons of stuff that like fit in with 1/12 scales. You could get like I'm trying to like think of where they're at in this place. You can get like kitchen scales, like you have to put like if you're baking or something and you need like how many ounces is it? I use packages all the time.
Hobby Lobby's dollhouse section. I
Yeah.
used to have a dollhouse. I had one and I had it set up. I would take pictures in it. It was amazing. I sold it. But I found so many 1/12 scale accessories that became a collection in itself.
Yeah.
Like I have a collection of 1/12 scale accessories, and it's crazy the things you can find.
Yeah.
And you're looking at something, you're looking through the kids' aisles, like, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna buy that because it fits with this. And like I got an old fire truck I need to bust out for those G.I. Joe firemen. But, so
I'm interested in the science lab dio that Dookie's talking about.
So she bought the Harry Potter. There's a big set you can get, and it comes with like cauldrons and all kinds of things. Because you have to like mix these things and like actually make stuff. But it comes with a whole bunch of things that you could set up because it's like the potions stuff of Harry Potter. So you got to check it out. You got to go to Target, man.
Apparently, yeah. But that would require me leaving the house.
And having a day off.
when the one in Fuquay's done, you'll be closer to a Target.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Oh, you're in a Fuquay?
I am, yeah.
But you ever watch those State of the Towns?
Not really.
So they have every year Fuquay Varina does the state of the town, and they publish these videos, and it's a breakdown of like, here's how we address the traffic, and here's how we built construction, and we're bringing all of these towns and homes and all these things. I've been in 2 of these videos.
Okay.
The Amazing Studios, which is based down there, they are hired to do it, and every year they try to make them like comedy based. And the one they did, I think it was last year, they did it like a drug commercial. You know how Fuquay's always about like a pinch more or a dash more?
Yeah. A dash more, yeah.
Dash more of whatever. Bullshit. But I've been in 2 of those videos. They're
I'll have to look them up, man. I'll look them up.
They're real production, like high quality things. But the most recent one, I think you would find really fun. It was great.
Okay.
I was only in a portion of it, but they do all these like multiple drug commercial style things to address. Like I'm a guy, my character name is Dingleberry Doug, and I'm in the car and I'm just like pissed off about the traffic that's in Fuquay, and
it's bad.
Mad because the construction and everything. So I like take this. It's basically like an EpiPen, and I inject myself with it, and I like calm down, and I'm like, it's all fine. But then I'm like screaming out the window at people. It was great.
That sounds like Fuquay. Yeah, traffic. At least. Nice.
Right on. So John, we're getting close to the end here, and we wanted we normally go and have some, kind of our standard segments where we show off new stuff that we've picked up, which I know Trey is chomping at the bit at, and he's actually got something for me.
75 more
I
Joes.
want 5 more Joe. Yeah, probably more than that. And then we might do some, what we call take my money, which is like pre-orders and things that I've got a few things lined up for.
Okay.
Do you have anything new hotness wise that you would want to share with our viewers?
Gosh, do I have any Will Smith and Men in Black things? Yeah. It just arrived from Ami like an hour ago.
Well, you're lucky.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, a light fell. I'll be right back after these messages.
After these messages, right back. Woo! I thought he was going to lift up something gargantuan.
No, my light fell. So this, not from Miami, but this is the only G.I. Joe I own.
He went a long way for that.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Very excited about this. I mean, just the accessories alone, this dude looks great.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I've had that actually for a couple weeks. All right. You guys probably don't know, but I'll show it for anybody that does. One of the greatest things, hopefully, that I'll own is this. I hope you guys know Elden Ring.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay, you're an IT.
I haven't played it, but I am familiar.
You're a big gamer. You probably have a PC that you play on, and it's like, oh god, stop talking about your PC. You got a new graphics card, whatever. I play on a PS5. Leave me alone.
PC Master Race.
That's right. I am super excited about this. It's a great design, great character. If you guys have played, but the last Elden Ring figure I got from SH Figuarts, I hated, and had to get a refund on it because it broke. Let's see. I also have this thing talking about like 1/12 scale accessories.
That's cool.
This is a little Japanese robot.
That's like a waiter robot, right?
Yeah.
They have like a little robot that runs around. So this would be in like a cafe or something. You're at your table with your friends.
Delivers you food, like your sushi roll.
Yeah, it would just have like different foods and things on the little trays, and it would just come up as just like a Roomba, but a cat. So, yeah, I'm incredibly excited about this thing. I don't know if this would even make it for a review because it would be like 35 seconds long, but yeah, I don't know what else to say about it because I haven't.
Hey, if it makes you happy, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. And then I have these, which you guys certainly appreciate. Look past the artwork.
Yeah.
These are, this is Tomy Tech. This is the little
armory
stuff. So what you get in this one is
that shield. Yeah.
Shield.
There's a figure coming with that shield soon, I think.
Yeah, I think all the they do a lot of figures like that you can see here. And then this is a couple of riot shields. So these are just little model things that you generally don't have to glue, but you just clip a few things, clean up a few edges, and then
it's like building a little model. You clip it with your snippers, and
I bought previously a few firearms from this line, and you just have to build all the parts. But then they're like fully modular, where you can like remove the scopes and magazines and things.
And I have something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
cool. You going back for more?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's stuff everywhere.
All right.
Keep it simple.
Trey, you want to do some new hotness? I know you're itching too.
Yeah, let's
Spotlight
go
or
to
desk
that.
cam?
We're gonna go desk cam today.
We got to give him a little more space to show
Yeah,
off.
we're doing it. Don't worry, we got it. Wrong. Oops, that's the wrong one.
Now there's something in this shot that you should recognize.
Yeah. Well, dang, man. Thank you for
The very first thing I bought from you was that right there.
yeah, the Jurassic Park.
The
That's a
Jurassic
very rare
Park.
item.
It is. Oh, she fell down. But yeah, just that's cool. I wanted to show it off.
Well, thank you. Yeah, those were super fun when I could get a hold of those things, and then
Yeah.
had everybody make those the 3D printed parts.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool to have in a collection. It goes with the super action stuff. I got a Skeletron sitting up there. But this is what I wanted to show off. This is, and I showed it off kind of earlier. My kit bashed air traffic controller. So we got her. And then at the swap, I got this guy for $10.
$10.
$10. What a killer deal. And then I also got this from Ish from the recent that's the Valaverse exclusive Commando 2.0. It was not cheap.
Oh no.
But seldom are the good things from Ish. Then I've been down a rabbit hole of Mythic Legions.
Oh,
And
that's a hole I'm afraid I fell into, though.
In the Skeleton Knight assortment. And it's got into customizing as well.
Ooh.
That is the Skeleton exclusive, what with Savage Crucible, like cod piece, I guess you call it.
Yeah.
Sash, whatever. And then some mythic, gear. But that's one of 4.
Dude, that's great. Yeah, I have the Maxilius, the guy. I took all of his stuff off, but it's the guy with who looks like death.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
it
he
has
has so much stuff.
Yeah, he does come up with a lot. I got this guy too, and I like him as an archer, but he
Yeah.
looks cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that one's cool. That's not my favorite though. That one's I'll save to last. I got this little dwarf and skeleton guy, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I don't have any dwarves, but a dwarf skeleton knight is even cooler. And yeah, so I got that. I got a custom, and it's a Nikki Nicole custom, and I kind of customized it myself by putting the skeleton head on top of it. But she is the one that does a lot of the Paintmaster stuff for Savage Crucible, for Mythic Legions. And this is a custom of hers. I took the head sculpt off. I put this skeleton head on it. I added it to the Skeleton Knight army,
Nice.
which is growing. And then my absolute favorite of the mythics that I got was this guy right here, because he just looks so badass. And I mean, that's a cool looking figure. Look at that.
Yeah, I love it, man.
So-
The skeleton stuff is definitely. I think if I were to walk in and look at a bunch of Mythic Legions everywhere, the skeleton things would be the first thing to like pull me in and get me to buy stuff. If I was looking at the collection as a whole, because there's just so much. There's so much, and is it the newest stuff that's just coming out? There's like a whole
Yeah. 2 of those are from the new wave, and
Okay.
they had them at Dragon's Horde in Greensboro, where we had to swap. They had a whole wall of mythics, and it was hard not to go in there and spend $100 on them. It was easy to spend $100.
Trey has recently, very recently,
Yeah.
gone off the deep end with the mythics.
Alan knows what this is. This is his,
That's mine.
and we're gonna have to go to the spotlight for the rest of it.
Okay.
There's only a few more things, I promise. So, I did not know this next thing existed until I saw it on Bo's table at the swap. And it's probably just because I hadn't been paying attention, but dude, the last run.
yeah. I'm aware of that. Yeah.
Articulated, and I'm taking them out of the box, but I'm keeping the box. The Ghost Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to get this. I did. It was expensive, but I didn't have to go pay freight and order it and worry about not getting it. I just picked it up, and yeah. So that line is that's going to be fun to open. Probably
Yeah.
this weekend.
Yeah, those would be good.
And then the Cobra Porta Johns, the porta potties, have been fun to customize.
Wow.
And
Like a skyscraper porta potties.
yeah, you use the ladders. You use what you got. Here's my thing with these. These are really cool, but there could have been like 4 configurations and like different things you can build. If you bought 2, you could build this. If you bought 3, you could build this. If you bought 4, there could be build this. It could have been so much more modular than what it actually was, and they could have done some improvements to these, but there's still a lot of cool configurations people are putting.
They're really cool. There needed to be a bit better engineering and a bit better thought put into the way you can kind of interconnect them. That was, my first comment on them. I think I talked about them last week a little bit, where it's kind of like they've got pegs going ways that isn't really intuitive to be able to customize them very much.
So are they built in a way that like customizers could come out with adapter pieces and allow you to do
there you could probably do that. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
clips, there's like little dog bone pieces that you can do different things with. In fact, that's what I did last night as I was watching Figure Fight Club's open mic night, was just trying to figure out different configurations, and that's what I landed on. So the next time I take the table, all the G.I. Joe stuff off, it's going to be a Cobra setup. It usually alternates between Cobra and G.I. Joe and Action Force. So
Cool.
that's it.
All right. I only have one of these, so let's do this real quick.
Yeah, that's it.
Naked Man.
Naked Man.
Not totally naked, just a new buck. So this is Win Toys. I don't know why I keep buying all these bucks. I don't have time for customizing. I will say though that I like the superposable figures. Working from home, I almost always have a figure nearby that I can grab. And when they're good and posable like this, I enjoy sitting and just kind of posing them instead of paying attention during a meeting I don't like. So I mean, he's got really good butterfly joints, and I mean, the fact that he can get, well, that's kind of dirty looking, but you know what I mean. He can fold himself almost completely over. Like as far as the articulation on this figure, it's almost perfect. He could use a bit more of like the butterfly going backwards. You're not really getting any of that there, but you've got a ton of it coming forward. But yeah, it's just he does come with bunch of extra hands, even karate chopping hands, which I think are kind of cool. Got a pair of bare feet and some spare pegs. I think he was like $25 or something like that, so not bad.
Yeah, the figures like this, I've had a couple. They're great for taking a figure that's just kind of okay, doing a head swap, getting some custom soft goods, and just having the best version that has ever existed of that character.
Yeah, and that's actually what I've ended up doing with 1 or 2 of the bucks that I've had, where it's just like I might goof around on eBay and try to find some soft goods that'll kind of turn it into something other than just a buck.
The one you turned into Steel Brigade was really good.
Yeah, that actually took some work. I took some drills to feet and hollowed things out and put some work into that one, and then ended up putting the soft goods over it too. But anyway, yeah, that was my only new hotness there, and it was super new hotness because that showed up just like I said a couple hours ago.
Nice.
So I do, however.
If you guys ever need custom soft goods, I highly recommend, if you're not familiar, I've talked about her a ton on my channel. She does the soft goods for Jada Toys, but she's in Kentucky. And I almost said it with Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I don't know if she's Eastern Kentucky where they talk like that. They say cell phone number. Because I'm from West
We
Virginia.
gotta get you a mint julep after you said that.
I was in West Virginia, and people come in from Eastern Kentucky, and that is legit how they talk. But she is a phenomenal Rebel 10 Customs.
Oh yeah,
I've heard.
Is the artist. And her stuff's super affordable. So like when I first worked with her, I sent her a figure. She made the thing and then sent it back, and everything's like very, very affordable. And like some of that stuff, like the April's jumpsuit, if you've seen those, like the soft goods that she's made.
I was watching your video on that the other day.
Yeah, now it's something that she can just like offer, like to other people, and she's made several versions of it. But I would recommend her if you're like trying to find this perfect thing. Just a few bucks, ship her the figure if you have to. I mean, she's bought figures before just to do it, but I would recommend it. Her stuff is really, really nice.
Yeah, we've got actually. I'm aware of her. I'm also friends with Strupp Family Crafts, and I've ordered a fair amount. I think from Forge Knight, who does some great stuff.
Nice.
I'm eager to see. I got some like Dracula cape thing coming from him that I'm excited to check out. But yeah.
Shout out to HVX Customs. Every time I go to a swap and he's there, I'm taking all the figures off of it so I don't dump figures on the floor, especially Mythics. But shout out to Jimmy for this Dio piece that I picked up from him. I mean, it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
I mean, he's a great
who's
artist. Jimmy Horowitz with HVX Customs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've seen him at several of the.
Yeah, the swaps.
Yeah.
So Jimmy does a great job. HVX Customs. And,
going to like IshCon or like any version of the IshCon, like even when it was in like Cary and it was just like a hotel bar lobby or whatever, like the amount of customizers that are so impressive in that space is just crazy. I mean, it's a very Mythic Legions heavy con, but with stuff like that, you get the dios that work really with anything, and just the talent between that, the 3D printed head sculpts and paint work that's down there.
I was set up at the first IshCon, painting,
really?
painting, customized. Yeah, me and Pete Johnson, Nima, and one other person I can't remember right now.
What was the first IshCon?
The first IshCon was in a community like small building.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I drive by it all the time.
Very small.
It was. Yeah, it's like one of those little places that you can rent for, whatever
like a church
reason.
would have, like a little. Yeah,
Hey.
Yeah.
He started somewhere. It's this year was great.
So I do have something else that I wanted to show off, and this one I saw, and I think you're going to be interested in, Trey. I will run on over here. Look at that! It's a 1/12 scale cowboy figure.
Oh, that's cool.
You've been asking for some.
We don't get those much.
Yeah, some cowboys. Let's enlarge.
And it has a My Little Pony.
Like a
This is cool. This is the deluxe one. There is one that comes without the horse, but I mean the horse looks pretty good from what I've seen here. But a couple of different looks for him. Got your big overcoat.
Different boots. I mean,
yeah, dude. I think he looks good.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, who's the company that's making this one?
DS Toys.
Boys.
So inconsequential to the the actual meaning of the figure, but
it's crazy. The third party, sometimes it's like they just change their names, so you're like, oh, I didn't know they were known as this before, but.
Right.
The stuff that they're putting out, even things that are original and don't need a license, like obviously this is just an unlicensed Red Dead or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
These guys are crushing it. Bro Toys is another one. I love this stuff.
Yep.
So is this 130 for both for the deluxe?
This is 110 for both.
Oh, I was including the pre-order like $20
No, this is
down
full
payment.
Price.
Oh,
the
wow.
deposit is $20, and then you're going to owe 90.
Oh wow.
You're going to owe shipping on top of that too, but
Yeah.
that's not bad, man.
Not Red Dead action figure like Brooklyn says. Yeah. Not Red Dead.
Not Red Dead. All right, I got another one. Okay, yeah, I'm going to show this one off. So this is different. This is from the Nacelle Company, and I'm a big fan of The Expanse. I love the show. And I just thought this was really cool. This is their flight deck chair. They would, brace into this, and it would like inject liquids and things to get the crew through, high G maneuvers and things like that. I just thought this was really cool. There's not much for pictures. It's kind of what we got here. And it's expensive. It's $90, but I
You're
think
getting that whole other dude for 110.
exactly. Yeah. I just thought it was cool, for dioramas and, setting up scenes. And
I mean, I genuinely thought it was a Matrix chair, so I think that would be a good placeholder for people that want to do that too. So this is the kind of stuff I could totally understand the appeal of wanting to get that, because that's like,
yeah,
It could be a torture chair. It could be anything.
Yeah, and like create new scenes with that. It's a cool piece.
Yep. So this one's pretty new.
Guilty Land.
Guilty Land, aka Sin City.
Yeah.
But I think this looks pretty badass. So this is built on the Atom Buck, which I actually own, and is a great buck. It moves real well. It feels real good. So they're actually taking that and using that. I think they've used it before in other actual figures, but damn, this guy looks pretty badass.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got kind of a Gestapo jacket there, but I love the detail. I love the look. That's really cool. And here you go. I mean, this is just one figure for $100 in comparison to that other one with the horse. So yeah. I don't know. I could go over some others. Let me see if there's anything else cool. Yeah, we'll talk about this real quick. I don't think we've mentioned this on the show, but this is going to be perfect with the Fresh Monkey Fiction Operation Monster Force stuff, I think.
He's got the small hand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's got creepy little hand hanging out in there. Like, he's got 3 arms on one side and one on the other. Let me get you with my strong hand. Got different looks, which I think is cool. I think this could go real well with like the Forgotten King.
I don't know if I like that skull. It's a little skinny skull.
It's a little peculiar. And then there's also this dude who's
that looks like Ghost, the band Ghost. That kind of guy.
Yeah. What's his name? Papa something. Papa Demeritus or something.
Papa Smurf.
Yeah, Papa Smurf, buddy. That's.
I don't know. I just know it's Ghost and it's freaky. It's weird.
Yeah, weird stuff.
The scythe is cool, like for a death. That would be a good one.
And so they've done these 2 chicks, and they kind of seem to go together, which I think is interesting. But I mean, she's pretty cool looking.
That'd be good, like vampire dead chick kind of.
Yeah, I mean, I dig the mask.
That would go great with Monster Force.
And that's exactly why I'm showing them off. Yeah, I mean, I think these are kind of right up that alley.
Too.
And then this is the last one. She's a little bit more plain, but I think that lends her to being more flexible in what you put her with, So yeah, I just thought I'd show these off. I thought these were really cool. They were almost instant pre-orders for me. So yeah, I mean,
it's like he's a vampire, but that also doesn't like vampires.
Yeah,
she fights alongside of Van Helsing
and Blade.
Exactly. She could go right up there with Van Helsing and Declan and all those guys. So yeah, I just thought that was I got lucky because there hasn't been too much recently that I've been super excited about. So I had some stuff kind of built up from the last 2 shows. So there you go. Wanted to show off some things. Oh, I have one more thing that I think, now I think about it, I'm going to show this off because this is from our friends over at Skeletron.
I know what you're going to show.
I don't know. This came out of left field.
I know what you're going to show.
Apparently, they're sponsoring a NASCAR team.
What? Where did that come from? It's cool though. Like, I
I
mean,
mean, that's super cool. Timmy Hill. I'm not a
I
NASCAR
never-
guy,
ne-
so I don't know.
after Earnhardt died, I'm literally, that was it for me. I mean, Junior I followed a little bit, but like, yeah, new NASCAR, not really into it. But this is cool. I would pull for this guy if I watched that race because he's got
Oh,
Skeletron
yeah.
on the hood.
Oh yeah. I mean, I just had to show it off. Yeah, we've got friends over at Skeletron and
Yeah,
love those guys, and this just came out of left field. So thought it was
it's
cool.
awesome,
Thought I'd share.
man. I mean, that's not a cheap thing to do. Sponsor NASCAR.
It can't be, right?
Yeah,
No.
but how many people are going to be like, "What is that?"
Oh yeah, a ton.
Yeah.
Right. But how many of those are actually going to turn over into sales is the question.
True.
But I
And
don't
maybe he's buddies with the guy, and he's just, hey, we're going to do this. It's going to be
maybe
cool.
maybe he's got ends with people maybe. So well, cool. With that, hey, it is exactly 9. Well, now it's ticked over to 9:31. I lost my moment. It's gone. I tried. Well, John, really appreciate you coming out,
Yeah.
having you what? I don't know.
Bleh. You
Words.
just go Patrick on me, man.
I might have. This is Patrick. Well, it was good having you out, man. You were a lot of fun. No surprise. We know you, so
Well, thanks for having me. It's nice to be here in the local space, but also digitally and not near each other.
Exactly. Yes. I hear there's a new funk going around that I'm perfectly happy to be digitally hanging out with people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So, well, yeah. I think with that, we're going to call this one a show.
Appreciate
Go
it.
check
bud.
out John on his channel, Nostalgia Unboxed. Everybody knows who you are at this point. So there's
well.
Wait.
Nostalgia
Are there
Reboxed.
2 channels?
Yeah, Nostalgia Reboxed. So that's what I should be doing. I should do what I did in the first year, which is my press tour. I went around and tried to get on everybody's channels, like Nerdzoic and stuff.
Yeah.
But I need to talk about Nostalgia Reboxed,
okay.
which is
Okay.
my
Where you
second.
put the inappropriate girls back in their case.
Yeah, no, those don't go back.
Those go in the closet forever.
By the way, if you haven't watched those videos, you should, because to me, those are the reason I keep doing those is they're the funniest ones.
Oh, dude, I watch them all the time. They are funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I'm just giving you shit.
how do I talk about this without talking about it? That's the way I approach it, and I think it's way funnier.
Yeah.
Those Nostalgia Reboxed. I got to this point this year, and I should have done it like 2 years ago. I knew I should have done it, but basically, I have like 2 audience types, and I'm constantly making them fight to see if they want to watch any of my content.
Okay.
Ninja Turtle people are our age. So things that I do that are older like that are nostalgic for us, that is a group of people. And my analytics used to show that the primary age was between 35 and 55.
Mhm.
That was the audience. I really wanted to do Dragon Ball Z stuff, and they wouldn't perform well, but I kept doing them, and then I found that audience, and then they did really well. But that brought in a much younger audience. Now there's still some overlap of older, but Dragon Ball's stuff is huge right now with the younger age, and they don't necessarily care about the stuff that's nostalgic for us. So Nostalgia Reboxed was a different channel that I was just playing with after show ideas, let me talk about the figure casually, now that I just edited for 2 days, and what did I learn? And I was always trying to do something over there and experience, find something new. And I still will play with that kind of idea, but right now I just kind of split it off and was I still want to talk about these things, but I need to stop fighting myself and have a Ninja Turtle review and then a Dragon Ball review, because they're not going to perform well. So I just separated the channels, and that's how that works now. So this is mostly stuff that I think is going to hit a wider group. And then Nostalgia Reboxed is the more nostalgic for us, for our age stuff.
Well, yeah, I've seen you do your streams on Reebox now, right?
Yeah.
You have to F my shelf.
Yeah,
Eagerly waiting on that one.
if you submit, I will F it. It's
It's on there. It's
Okay.
been there.
wait. Oh, but we haven't pulled it.
You haven't pulled it yet. No.
Yeah. Well, there's 70 names, so it gets tough. But
Yeah. You never get around to it.
Hey, we'll get to it.
Sure, prove it.
I will not.
I'm making sure I'm subscribed to the Reebok. I am subscribed to the Reeboks, so I have to get it into the algorithm a little bit more and search it out.
I probably should have started like the show off with this, but this is. I need to remember that I'm selling stuff. Talking about, like, print things. This is.
That's cool.
This goes on top of the. Well, this is a test print, so don't worry about that white strip. This is a foam board. It's very high res print quality, double sided. So this is to replace the NECA street scene topper. So everybody's like tired of the same things or whatever.
Right.
So this is Mirage inspired.
That's very cool.
Nighttime scene and then a daytime scene, and then I have like what I'm listing as a mirrored version, but I've like altered things so they don't just repeat as they go.
Oh,
So for people that have like 2, 3, 4 street scenes that need the stuff, the mirror one basically flips the image. Like I said, it changes things here, but that way you have the building continues and then it like looks different. And yeah, so
that's really cool. That's really cool. You totally should have shown that off when everybody was watching.
Yeah.
end of streams, everybody watches the beginning of streams.
Yep.
We have some replay squad, and they usually
We do.
hang out for
We definitely
the
do.
entirety. So
Well, thank you, Replay Squad. I'll know when you guys buy this because that's not how time works.
Well,
You should buy this.
what's your website? Throw that out there so everybody knows.
Well, the easiest thing is I will give it to you guys, and you can put it in the description of the video. After
That's effort, man. I don't know.
2 days off for his brain to
He's
recoup.
that guy.
No,
Um,
it's
but
fine, dude. Yeah, absolutely. We will make sure that it is in the description.
Okay. It's
Fine.
Ko-fi, so it's like it's like trying to tell people like, well, it's Etsy, and then well, you know,
Yeah,
it's very simple. It's kofi.com/nostalgia unboxed, but
that's
it's
not
easy
bad.
to give you a
That's
link.
not bad. Yeah.
And it's KOFI, right?
KOFI, but there's a hyphen, so that's why it's like.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Gotta make it hard. That's what she said.
I'll email it to you now,
Do it.
and then
Do
you
it.
can do what you want with it. How about that?
Well, John, thanks again for coming out, man. I think we're going to wrap this one up. It has been a good time. We hope Chad enjoyed hanging out with you as much as we did, and we will catch you next time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Later, man. Thanks for coming out.
See ya.
Yeah, we were on a mission, got my crew at my side. Scouring the shells, we're down for the ride. Plastic warriors all lined up tight. From the comic shop counters to the late night site. It's the thrill of the hunt, gotta make it mine. I'm out here searching, yeah, taking my time. I'll flip every aisle, don't care what it takes.